North America and in Germany, and do you see things that are positives in North America and positives in Germany, or how would you, like, what would be your ideal way of planning, or what you've learned and seen?
Well, in general, I think the the planning process in Germany is publicly controlled. The individual, I mean, the private investor or developer does not have as much influence, in my experience, as in North America. So, but I mean, that goes for the entire political system. I think we are a controlled society, and the rights of the individual are there, but there I think we feel that we are part of a society, and I think, that to this point the strength of our society is that people believe in the system. They believe that the system does them good. So it's not so much that the individual is above the system or the society, but we create our society and the individual strength through this extensive social system, and we flourish in it.
Or is it condominium, or how? Or that's part of the zoning, like they say you can build 80 stories and then they just...
I mean, that is our housing is organized in a specific way. I mean, we have like private development and we have public housing, and there are public companies that provide what we call social housing or community housing. We have, for existing buildings, a system of, I don't think we can call it rent control, but of establishing limits to the rents that people can pay. Let's say, and they're governed by location, quality of the apartment, so which means number of bathrooms and what have you. So as far as private housing is concerned, well, there's a free market. And that doesn't only go for Berlin, but I mean, basically for Europe, and from stretching from Poland to Spain, is the system of the urban block. So we create a system of streets, and sometimes they're orthogonal, but sometimes they're more organically shaped, depending on the age the place started. But that system of building blocks, and mainly established in the 19th century with the increase of population, where a lot of housing had to be provided, proved as a very solid foundation for the development of the city, because within that building block a lot of things could happen. People could live there. They used to be able to work there for a certain time, and then only with at the end of the 19th century it became a problem because of pollution and so on and so forth. So new ideas were created, but nowadays industry moved out of the city. Industry had been relocated, polluting industries, to the outside, and our work structure has changed a lot. So, within that building block, a lot of things can happen. Let's say with the exemption of chemical industry and very polluting things. So this organism can absorb living, working, entertainment, and that's a very solid structure, and it creates spaces for people to communicate and interact, and that's what actually a city needs to do.